think today was a very, very nice day in the market. Massive upside, huge potential. I think a lot of us made a good amount of, returns coming back from a low of the last 3 days. First things first, how many of you all just saw the speech and came? Highly motivating speech, don't you think? Highly motivating speech. I know the last few days was horrible. Honestly, if you really ask me, it was just so much uncertainty in the entire game, not just in the market, everywhere. There was just too much uncertainty going on everywhere. But I'm so happy that now everything is back to normal. If you ask me, yes, would have taken a little bit of POK away, but it's okay. I think as long as now it is good and everything is peaceful, and I think they know the power that we have right now. I think we are in a good zone right now. So we're okay. I think everything is back to normal. So let us look at what has happened with Nifty. Now, have you, before I start, have you guys felt this, that this year of 2025 is absolutely shit? Have you guys had that feeling that this year of 2025 is just annoying? That every time we clear something, something new comes up in 2025. Have you guys felt that? Right? Annoying, right? Even I've been feeling the same thing. In fact, if you just saw Donald Trump just now tweeted about again the pharma changes that he's going to make, he's going to remove the middleman out and all of that. So little annoying, but every time we have finished in last September, we finished the FII falling in, everyone removed their money, went away. We said, okay, finally they started investing back in March, April. And then we had the US Trump tariff coming in. Nifty hit lower circuit, if you remember. And then again, we started going up after the Trump tariff got over. Then the Indo-Pak war. So I think now we're on May. I think we still have around 6-7 months to go. So hopefully, praying to whoever is there that hopefully don't give us more problems, don't give us more shocks. Please let Nifty go how it's supposed to go. Let it go up, let it break all-time high, let all of us make some money. Some small corrections here and there, we are happy. Right? Like few percentage here and there, we're okay, but don't give us a deep correction, don't give us a deep fall. This is the only thing that we can ask ask from above, right? Okay. Let's get into what happened today. Obviously, we all know that the market had fallen down. So let's just quickly go into it. So this is a weekly chart. Let me go into the daily chart. And you can see here, which is a very good sign that we have broken the previous resistance that was there. And all, I think literally today, all the shorters, whoever was short on the market, have actually been taken out by the market. All the shorters have been destroyed from the market today, right? And if you look at our rally that we did, huge gap up, and didn't just gap up, not it, I think opened at 2% up and it ended at 3.82. So it was very, very, very nice. Now that means you might have a small retest because today too many people bought in. So worst case scenario, there might be a small retest, but I don't think it'll be such a big issue. Hopefully it should not be. But even if a small retest comes, it will max to max come to this point and then start its rally back up. And I think the next zone directly is our all-time high zone. This is the all-time high zone, which is 26,400. That is the next zone we are heading towards. And it'll be amazing if we can go back into this 26,400 zone. Right now, things are not looking, things are looking good. Hopefully there should not be, as I said, any more problems. We have finished this horrible downward journey from here. How many of y'all got irritated with this journey? I definitely got irritated with this journey. Look at this. Such an annoying journey, right? In fact, we started stars somewhere here. This was where we started stars and everything fell down from here. And by the way, this is just the Nifty index. Nifty index didn't fall that much. If you look at the Nifty small cap, right, we have not even come close to where we are supposed to go back. Not even close to their all-time high. Look at the all-time highs here, right? And if you look at where we started stars, it is somewhere around here. So from here, we are not even close to our goal. So we still have a long way to go. And obviously, you've seen the stars PF. For all the people who don't know stars PF, it is one of the investments that I've done publicly, tracking it, trying to beat Nifty from a month-or-month basis, right? So again, very interesting. Now, let me just talk a little bit about stars PF before we go deeper into understanding a little bit more. One second, I'm just seeing some people saying, Shashank, is this live? I just said PM Modi just finished his speech. And by the way, this is a live stream. I don't know how you can make a live stream with a pre-recorded. Is it possible? I don't know. This is a live stream. So for all the people who's asking, let's play some smart keyboard. This is for you. Okay. So I hope that is clear now. Now, coming back to stars PF. So today was a great day. As you can see, the stars PF went up today by almost 6%. 6%. Okay. Now compare this to the small cap index, went up by 4.24%. So that was a very nice 1.8% alpha coming in on this, and everything did well. If I had to show you what are the stocks that did well, here it's on the right. You can see it here. Innova Cap Tab actually went up by almost 11%. And then we had Zaggle going up by 8.56, and we'll talk about the result because Zaggle's result also came out today, so we will talk about that. There is one good thing and bad thing about that result, so we will talk about it as well. Anantraj 5.2, it's still negative. I mean, it's still not going up. I don't know what is going on with Anantraj. It's not moving up. Kaplan Point gave a good comeback. Prudent, the result just came out. I think 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago, the result just came out for Prudent. Good result. PGEL came out with a very good result. Again, I think 70% or 80% up in their quarter-on-quarter basis. So we will check all of these results one by one, and I will also show you there are some problems with these results. Okay, so don't get overexcited by the results. There are some problems as well. 361 up, Nuvama up, Motilal Oswal, which was literally finished, have finally risen from the dead, have come up 8%. Apar still rising from the dead. Hopefully now it has come into a positive momentum. So hopefully it does some kind of a recovery. So that is good. Varun Beverages is good. My US stock also went up by 4.56%, and it's finally out of its negative trend, my US stock. So hopefully this also keeps going up. Come on, AMD, do your job. And that's it. I think this is basically what it is. The stars has done really well. If you had to look at the Prudence result, which I told you just came out. So as you can see, it's not come out here. We'll have to go down. It just came out some time ago. Let me just share this. So if you see from a quarter-on-quarter perspective, let's go down. 1 second. Let's go check if there is another one, or is this? Yeah. Okay. If you see from a quarter-on-quarter perspective, they have done 237 crores last quarter, 281 crores this quarter. So good sequential basis, not great, but from a year-on-year perspective, very, very huge growth coming in. Sequential is pretty much flat, but this doesn't perform usually very sequential. They have shown signs of quarterly movements, and also the market has been very bad in the last few years. But from a profit perspective, which is net profit after tax, all three angles are beat. From an EPS growth perspective, all three angles are beat. So Prudent has given a good result, which just came out now, some time ago. That means iska bhi kal pata chalega market mein kya hoga. So that is again a next thing. PGL ka bhi result aaya. What a wonderful result. Look at this. 1077 to almost 1910. They actually beat all estimates and they beat everything. Like they usually give guidance. Okay, PGL usually gives guidance. They beat everything, and it's gone from 70 to 145. But there are some concerns that have come out with this company with respect to their cash flow. Okay, so if I can try finding that document. Yeah, let me see if this is the document. No, this is not the document. So there is some small problem with their cash flow, which people are highlighting on Twitter as well, saying there is something wrong with this. So have a look at it. Basically, their cash flow has turned negative. Now, there are two options to this. And the one option is that they also mentioned some time ago that they are front loading a lot of inventory. I think they had said it in their last conference call that due to the supply shortage issues of some AC products, they are buying upfront. So I think that did really well. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I need to literally go and deep dive into it. It just came out. Zaggle also came out. Zaggle went up 8%, finally coming out of its consolidation zone. This came out with its result. So Zaggle, as you know, is doing a very simple approach. They're doing buy and grow strategy. So if you've seen Zaggle in the last few weeks, they have been buying left, right, center, top. They've been buying companies. Is that a good strategy? Of course not. It's not a good strategy to keep buying, because I would want a company to grow organically, not inorganically, but they're doing inorganic growth. So that's why you're seeing that the growth is happening here. Only problem with such inorganic growth is that usually what happens is share gets diluted. Look at this. Number of shares in the company are increasing. Now, it is very weird because I've seen this trend with a lot of IT companies recently. They have cash in bank, but they don't want to go buy the company with the cash in bank. They are doing a QIP, which is issuing shares to rich people, raising money with respect to equity, diluting all the existing shareholders, and then buying the company and keeping the reserve still great, right? So that is something that I feel is, I don't know, I'm not enjoying it. A lot of companies are doing it right now, but I'm not enjoying it, right? So again, from a starts perspective, I'm very happy, mainly because most of the results that have come out positive. So I'm very happy about it. Varun Beverages was positive, Anantraj was positive. So most of it has come out positive. So I'm still waiting for the other ones to come out. Like for example, we have Apar that is coming out on 14th, Kaplan Point is coming out on 15th, and 19th there is Innova CapTab coming out. So I'm not worried about Kaplan Point. Apar definitely I'm worried about, mainly because last time they had a margin contraction that came out. So that is again, yes, 360 is also very good. Did it come out today? I think 360 came out some time ago, right? Yeah, 360 is wow. Wow, very nice result. Their other income keeps getting shot up here and there. But from a year-on-year growth perspective, very good result. Did it come out today? I'm not sure. I don't think it came out today. But again, good result from this as well. And if you look at the market today, right? If you look at the market today, the clear winner of this market, can you tell me which sector won hands down in this sector today? The clear winner was the IT sector. The clear winner was the IT sector. Right? Now, I don't know how many of you all have followed me on the YouTube community that is there, but I have made multiple posts saying that the best, I mean, I do a lot of Q&As there. I even share consistent compounders. There's a series which I have started right now in the YouTube community as well, where I talk about companies that consistently keep growing from a year-on-year perspective. And here I keep doing different videos. I do Q&As. I talk about all of this. And I think there once we had spoken about that IT is currently giving the best risk reward ratio. If I actually show you IT index, right? If I actually show you the IT index, look at this. And if I show you on the weekly perspective, you'll get a more clear picture. IT index, which recently gave a very bad turnaround, very bad downfall, the IT index has now started picking up and it has started going up in a very beautiful zone. And it has started breaking all of it and it started in a very positive momentum zone. And the key players pushing this are your Persistent, Coforge, right? If you look at both of them, actually, I'll show that to you on my swing. 1 second. Yeah, if you see Persistent, right, doing this is Coforge doing really well from a week-on-week standpoint. If you look at Persistent, again doing really well from a week-on-week standpoint. So my entire swing stocks are also similar only because all the IT are showing strength. So why not, just go a little bit into that. So again, this looks really, really good. And if you see TCS also has done a recovery, Infi is also doing a beautiful recovery. Tata Elxsi, which I never thought would do, has actually done a beautiful recovery as well. So as you see, all the IT stocks from even before this entire issue happened with the Indo-Pak, they have started doing really well. And IT is currently sitting at a very good risk-reward ratio, right? And today, what we also saw is that most of the sectors also did well. Your telecommunications did well because the war got stopped. Your Interglobe Aviation, which is your Indigo. Indigo also starts doing really well because again we're back to business as normal. So if you see, Indigo also went up by almost 7% today. So very, very interesting. Yes, KPIT also, for all the people who are asking about KPIT, if that is doing reversal, KPIT will also do reversal. Yeah, see this momentum, this week on week. See, daily I don't look at daily charts because it's so confusing. It goes up, goes down, your BP goes up. But if you look at it on a weekly basis, you can clearly see a trend, right? Whether you look at it from normal, you look at it from Heikanashi, you'll understand a clear trend pattern coming into this, that we are now back into a reversal mode. And that is something that is doing really well at this point. And if you look at the FII, DII data that's come out today, apparently it was both positive buyers, both were net buyers today. So that was very interesting. So again, these are some very important things to look at. Right now, I don't know how many of you all have also followed me on Twitter. If you're not following me, follow me on Twitter, because over there also I keep posting very interesting things, new research reports that we keep looking at. So go on Twitter and find me. You can also check it over there. Coming to defense, someone was saying, Shashank, why did Musgao Dock fall today? Right? So look at this, right? If you look at Musgao Dock also went up. So you can't say it fell today because it also went up when the whole war situation broke out. And honestly, I don't know, I find it very weird. How many of you all actually bought defense companies when the war broke out? How many of you actually went and bought defense companies? Right, I'll tell you a big problem with this. Okay, big problem with this, because think about this very carefully. These defense companies will only benefit if the war lasts for a long time, because they will get the order, then they have to make it, then they have to supply it, and then it gets used. So it usually takes a long time for all of this to happen, right? It is not like aaj paisa do kal maal uthao kind of situation, right? And that is already, they already have so much order book pending that they have not fulfilled their earlier order book. Thodi na abhi magically another 100 missiles, 50,000 flights will come. It doesn't work that way. It is only good if it's like a Russia-Ukraine situation where it's going on for 2-3 years and the government shifts their capital expenditure and starts putting it on defense, and that's when it starts doing really well. Now, I'm not saying defense is not good, because I'll tell you one big realization we've got. One big realization we got today, right? After this entire Indo-Pak situation. The biggest realization we got today, that next year, in next Feb, your defense budget will go up, up, up. 100% this will happen, right? Already we are seeing the BrahMos missile facility coming up in UP. I don't know how many of you all saw it, but there was who was that? Yogi ji standing next to the BrahMos missile, like as if he's a friend. So this is definitely going to play out, right? Now your HAL, Mazgaon, so many of these companies, and also we clearly saw from this war. What do you think worked really well, right? Yes, Navy was there, right? Yes, your Air Force was there. But from what I see, missiles were the clear winner of the day, and definitely your Air Force also. But missiles was the main thing that really created a massive impact. One was the S-400, which was the defense part, where anyone entered, we defended. Second, from an attack perspective, the missiles did really well. So if you really want to start investing in the future of defense, then you should understand who's providing for missiles, who's doing the radar management for them. Obviously, I will also sit and find these companies. I know a few companies, but I want to go deeper and understand who is actually going to, yes, one of the companies is mentioned here, but we need to really understand who are going to work on these BrahMos missile, because now BrahMos is going to start doing really fast production, and we're going to start doing really well. So that is something that I'm seeing very positive coming in the next 1 year in Feb, and I won't even be surprised, and all your defense companies will go up by then, right? Yes, S-400 is Russian. Now we're actually co-producing S-500 with Russia. I don't know how many of you all saw it, right? So very interesting thing. Yes, swarm drones. Now all of the players who are going to do this, at least for the next 1.5 years, are going to do really well, right? So that is something that I'm looking at, which is going to be very interesting. Tell about auto sectors. Charan is asking a question. What about auto sectors? TVS Motors. TVS Motors mein kya hai? Auto. See, auto also little bit peaked out. How many of you all bought Aether Energy? Chalo, tell me that first. How many of you all bought Aether, the IPO that came out? Not Aether Energy, sorry, Aether, the bike, whatever. How many of you all bought that? Right? First of all, Ola Electric itself is doing so bad. Bajaj is taking over all the market share, and Aether already is not profit making. It is actually loss making. So that is something that I would definitely not be happy about if you guys actually bought it. So don't get into FOMO. TVS is not doing bad at all. Why are you saying TVS is doing bad? Or what is going on with TVS? कुछ भी तो नहीं हो रहा है. अभी इतना volatility तो ठीक है ना, मतलब this is okay. I mean, if you're looking at this, yes, it is scary because it fell so much. But that's when the whole world fell because of Trump tariff. This is nothing. So there's absolutely no movement happening in TVS. So जो भी पूछ रहा था, I think Charan, I think you can relax a little bit, right? Pharma, good one, Abhishek. Abhishek reminded me of Pharma. Let me talk about Pharma. So did you see Pharma index today? Did you see the Pharma index today? TNX Pharma. It didn't do anything today. Look at this, absolutely flat. You know why? Because Trump basically came out with the statement that he's going to reduce the price of drugs in US. He's going to reduce the price of drugs in US by a huge amount because they're overcharging people in US. He also said recently in a tweet that he is going to minimize and remove all the middlemen, right? Let me see if I can find that post. But I recently came across a post where he said he will remove all the middlemen, and if he removes all the middlemen, the price of drugs automatically becomes very cheap. Now, main problem here is, let me show you this. See this. See, we will secure most favored nations drug pricing. So that means we will have a good drug pricing situation here. That is number one. We will cut out the middlemen. I don't think this affects most of us because we are producers, right? So middlemen should not have an issue here. We will help drug companies with other nations. We will investigate the drug companies if necessary, and we will open up the US market to safe drug imports. Now, this is very important. If you are going to open US market to safe drug imports, that means most of the Indian companies today who are actually selling to US will actually have a beautiful benefit. Now, right now, nobody's understanding this. Right now, nobody's understanding this because it's too much. And you know Trump, right? आज वो कुछ बोलता है, कल वो कुछ और बोलता है, परसों वो कुछ और बोलता है. He's a very confused avatar, the way I see it, right? So every day is a different version with him. So what I would suggest is, when pharma, yes, definitely there will be some movements happening in pharma, but I think just wait a little bit and understand a little bit more about pharma before actually jumping the gun. Let it come to a point where we understand and clearly see what the impact is coming in with pharma, and then let's take a call. Okay. But good question by Abhishek. That was a good question. uh, People were asking why you're ignoring question, boss. There are 782 people live on this channel, right? I cannot sit and look at all the things. So जो भी आ रहा है, जो interesting है, वो देख के मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ. That is what I'm doing basically, right? Awesome. Let's see more questions. Zaggle, I think I already spoke about, right, Hafiz? Zaggle का अच्छा था. Oh yes, I forgot to mention something else. So Zaggle में भी cash flow issue हुआ है. PGEL also has inventory cash flow issues that have been noticed, and even Zaggle has shown some problem with their cash flow. So I would say the result has been great. Tomorrow should be a good day, but this cash flow situation we have to monitor and see if it's a short-term issue or actually a long-term issue, right? So that is something that we have to see. Anantraj was good. What was wrong with Anantraj? Coming to Anantraj here. Anantraj is, I don't know why it's in a negative. If you see, it's in a massive negative journey, but there is somebody building up positions. Look at the volume here. From a technical standpoint, somebody's building up positions, but from a sales standpoint, quarter on quarter, it has given absolutely wonderful result. It's gone up 30-40%. So there's no problem with this. Only I think their entire premium of data center wala part has actually come down because the whole data center theme only ud gaya, right? So I think that is the difference, clear difference that you can see right now with the whole data center play not playing out and it going into a thing in that format. Unicommerce, I'm not a big fan, Sai. Not a big fan at all. Not a big fan at all. Hindalco is very seasonal. Yeah, hospital companies are doing very well right now. Again, hospital companies, wonderful. There are beautiful hospital companies sitting at very low valuations. There are also chemical companies that did a breakout. I don't know if you saw, how many of you all saw SRF doing a breakout recently? Oh, it's back to its original zone. Oh, interesting. It recently did a breakout. Okay, it's back to its original zone. So SRF, there is a huge tight building opportunity coming here. It is trying to break this zone from so long. As you can see, 3060 pe attack, 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 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, 9, 10 times SRF has hit this barrier on top. So this is something that really needs to go up. And that is something everyone is waiting for. But another thing is, I'm also tomorrow releasing a video about what mutual funds are buying. Quant mutual fund, Motilal Oswal mutual mid cap fund, and you will see such beautiful change in scenario that is happening with these mutual funds. So I want you guys to see what each of them are actually investing in. Yeah, come on, let's do one thing. Let's quickly take 2 more questions from the audience, and then let's call it an evening because I don't want to keep you guys too late in the night. Why did Reliance Power do well? Bro, they won a massive order and they've, let me show you that as well. So I don't know how many of you know this, but Reliance Power is starting to do a nice turnaround. Look at this. So Reliance Power went up by almost 10.66%. Yes, it is a turnaround company, 17,000 crore market cap. As you can see, it is suddenly coming back up from the dead. It was absolutely dead, absolutely finished. 3 rupee stock, now sitting at 40 rupees, similar to like your Suzlon story. And the funny part here is that you see this, it is coming back to profitability zone. Obviously, there's a huge people playing around with this company, and there is, I don't even want to talk about it, but you already know who I'm talking about. There's huge people playing behind this, and they're winning orders left, right, center, left, right, center. If I just show you Reliance Power, you will see that today they won a 250 megawatt solar store project. Just now they won, like today. I mean, 7 hours ago. I mean, yesterday. Okay. Oh yeah, today in the morning. So they've been winning crazy left, right, center orders. So this is what I'm saying. So for all the people who are asking what is happening with Reliance Power, there is a turnaround play happening with Reliance Power, and it is doing well, right? What else? Any other question, guys? 1 second. I'm just looking at the questions that you guys are putting. Yes Bank, see bro, I'm not a big fan of Yes Bank because once bitten twice shy kind of a situation, right? Yes Bank तो अभी comeback हो रहा है. I saw that comeback हो रहा है, but जब तक पूरा समझ में नहीं आएगा कि comeback actually हो रहा है कि नहीं, I don't think I'm going to be very positive on comeback, right? So I'm still going to be very cautious. I'm still scared. That is something that I'm scared of. Okay. Somebody's asking for what is that? Sun's PF. Why do you want to know Sun's PF? I just asked. Okay, Tech Maddies. Let me show you that as well. So this is my Sun's PF. That is just like in my SIP basket that I keep doing. Simple SIP. Let me hide the comment so you can understand it. So today, as I said, very good day because this is mostly a large cap basket. So for a large cap basket, it has given very good returns at 4.49. Still minus 5.53, but not too worried about this because from a long-term standpoint, this is not something that I'm going to worry too much about. And if you see the winners, obviously clear winner is IHCL. Right now, IHCL is consolidating, but they gave a superb result. Reliance gave a good result, came back up as well. Pidilite, good. Bajaj Finance, good. Airtel doing another price hike later, so no problem here as well. So all of these, and Tata Power is a slightly longer term play. So these are companies that I'm not too worried about. As I see, I don't have to worry about these companies. The only company that has given me very bad result was IGL. And see, I've not sold it. It's still here. Still here. I am going to continue holding it and I'm going to see because my thesis should play out according to what I have thought of, right? I'm looking at it from a futuristic standpoint. In the future, I don't think anyone's going to buy diamonds. I think everything's going to be LGD, lab-grown diamonds. That's what I feel it'll be in the future. And if that happens, I think it should continue doing well. Okay, let's take one last question. Somebody saying Voltas. How many of you all had Voltas? How many of you all had Voltas? This is a classic case of Mal Chipkau. See this. This is Voltas. Leave Voltas. I'll show you Blue Star, Voltas. How many of you all came into this narrative about all these companies saying Garmi jada hone wala, it's going to be so hot, AC companies are going to go through the roof, buy AC companies, drinks companies will go up. How many of you all heard this statement? Can I tell you something? Like very honestly, very, very straightforward, right? Because this was making rounds everywhere on Twitter कि अभी गर्मी होने वाला है तो AC sale ज़्यादा होने वाला है and गर्मी होने वाला है तो that means your thing will go, your drinks and all that will go up. Tell me one thing, when else do you buy ACs? Do you buy ACs in December or do you buy AC right now? That was such a stupid narrative that was spread everywhere. Obviously, it is going to be bought now, na? What is so naya about it? What is so new that, oh my God, now this is, it is something that happens every single year. By the way, every single year we're having the hottest summer. Have you heard about this? Last year we had the hottest summer. Uske pehle we had the hottest summer. Uske pehle we had the hottest summer. So every year we're having hottest summer. So that is what I'm saying. So there's nothing new about it. It is pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. There's nothing new about this. Okay. Good question here. Ayush Chaudhary, what is your plans about AMC? I'm not starting any AMC, man. I don't think AMC is even close to my plan. What I'm doing right now is my SEBI registration is in process. So hopefully that gets done soon. I will be launching small cases and then I will be doing PMS maybe after 1 or 2 years. Not AMC, but PMS, absolutely yes. Another good question by Chirag. Bro, US-China almost signing trade deal. Isn't it a negative for India? If you actually see the US-China deal that they have now said, they've reduced the tariff to I think around 40-45% and China has reduced it to around 10%. India is still cheaper. India is still cheaper, and as long as Trump is there, he will not make it zero. He will still keep it higher. So basically, it's made it an even playing field for someone like India who can now go in and start playing in that area as well. Earlier, which was predominantly dominated by your Chinese players. So now we have a slight advantage going forward. Don't you agree? Yeah. Yeah, 30% and 10%, not 45. 30% and 10%, pretty much the same. Yeah. So that's basically what the whole situation is. So I think right now we are back into a positive zone. So hopefully just pray to whoever you pray to, saying that let the market now just go, let it breathe. Because every time the market wants to come out and breathe, boom, it all starts falling back down and everything goes for a toss. So I really want the market to start going up, start doing really well, and all the portfolios going up. So hopefully my stars finally hits profitability this year itself. But I still feel that it's going to be next year. I still have a very bad feeling that this year has another big googly that will come to us. Maybe the China-Taiwan war might come up somewhere around September, October. Hopefully not. But I feel one more googly is yet to come in our life, right? So let's see. But I think one thing that you should all understand and all learn in this entire scenario is don't stay invested fully in small cap and mid cap. Please have allocation in something called as stabilizers. Get some fixed deposits, bonds, gold, real estate if you want, and also have some large cap as a stabilizer so that you're not getting too impacted by all of this, right? Last question, very good question by Purav. He's saying, why mid cap small cap not going up when the market is going up, Nifty is going up? So usually what happens, Purav, when the FIIs and DIIs come back into the country, the first thing they do is go buy large cap. The second thing is large caps are also fallen quite drastically, and the risk reward for large caps is much better. Like I would go rather buy a Reliance versus buying some mid cap or small cap company. So that is why first the large cap companies will go up. It's always been like this, and then the mid and small cap companies usually catch up to it, right? So that is basically how the entire market moves. So again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Please click on the subscribe button. For all of you guys who are absolutely new to the channel, tomorrow you will be getting mutual fund, what are mutual funds buying, what is quant small cap buying. That video is coming out tomorrow. And for all the people who want to be a part of the community, you can join the YouTube community, and I'm putting more updates about the star portfolio there as well, and more portfolios coming and more updates coming up in the next 1 week. Awesome. This is me, Shashank, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye bye.